Every day there are over 300,000 vehicles that are not properly insured on the UK roads. Now this could be because somebody thinks they're insured but perhaps they're not, or it could be that that vehicle is deliberately not being insured because it's being used in crime.
And that's the scary part. Your insurance might have been cancelled. Of course, you might have simply missed a payment. But as Owen said, some people do it intentionally. So I'm going out with the police today to find out exactly what happens when they stop those drivers. As we join Owen and his team at Operation Drive Insured, we're taken straight into the thick of it. Our first stop, a weighbridge at a confidential location. The moment we arrive, there's already a van on the platform, pulled in, detained, and under scrutiny. This operation has barely begun, and we're stepping straight into an unfolding investigation.
What did he have?
What was it for? 42 something. So
4240. He's on 4240 and he should be a maximum of 3,500. So he's considerably overweight. So because he's less than 30% overweight, it's just a £300 fine. He won't be going to court and he won't be getting any points for that. So just having a quick cursory look around that vehicle, it's probably going to have a few other issues. I was just looking as they were looking at one of the tyres, and yeah, the front near side tyre is likely to have a bit of an issue, but we'll wait and see what comes out of the full inspection that they're doing. But when it comes to insurance, because he's overweight, his insurance policy is going to have an issue. So if he were to be involved in a collision, it's likely they'll pay out on a third party because they have to honour that third party of it because that insurance policy in place. However, if he had injuries or there's damage that needs repairing to his vehicle, then they're unlikely to pay out for that because of the fact that he's overweight. Yeah, so just to show you quickly what we're doing on the Waybridge, you can see there the plate there that weighs the vehicles, and we would literally take the vehicle over axle by axle and it will weigh each axle individually, and then it will give us a gross weight at the end.
Another van rolls in, giving us a clear look at the weighbridge in action. An overweight vehicle isn't just a technical offence. In the event of a collision, it can become a deadly weapon. 1 extra tonne could be the difference between a near miss and a fatality.
3980. So his max weight is 3,500, so he's 480 over.
We'll return to the weighbridge later to uncover what happened to the van under inspection. But for now, we're heading out on the road with the team. And as you'll soon see, not every offence ends in fines or penalty points. Sometimes it's a simple mistake, misunderstanding, or a moment of oversight. But even these can lead to real-world consequences, and that's exactly what this operation is here to uncover.
Tutelage, where's that? Has that just gone past us? Yeah, we'll have that then. See if we can catch up with this one. It's on trade plates. Good morning. How you doing? All right?
All right. Problem?
Hopefully not. No. So it's shown in trade now. How long has it been in trade?
I just picked it up now. I wait for the logistics from there.
Right.
I'm delivering back up to Sheffield for the company called JCT 600.
Right. Okay. No, it's come up with no documents and that. That's why.
To be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's probably had that marker put on before it's gone into trade. So cool. Right. I'll leave you to it. Thank you. Hello, mate. Thank you for stopping. Just to warn you, this records audio and visual all the time. All right. So your vehicle shown as having no insurance.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I claim my boss?
Of course you can. No, that's fine. No, I mean, these things happen. Yeah, if you can just make sure they get it changed, it should then go live on MIB. Yeah. It's not uncommon. It's not uncommon. So.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, I'll leave that with you then.
All right, okay.
All right, cheers. All right. Cool. All right, no worries. So yeah, that was one that it's on a fleet insurance, but there's one digit out on the vehicle that's been insured. So yes, I mean, technically it's uninsured because it's got the wrong digit in it, but in the real world, you know, that's just a mistake between the broker and the insurance company where they've input the digit wrong. So it just shows, just check your policy and make sure that everything's 100%, even down to, you know, making sure the registration is correct on the policy. So just go and check your policy. We are going to find Lee, who's got a vehicle with no license and no insurance. So that one is likely to be seized.
You protect your car with car insurance, you protect your home with home insurance, you'll slap a screen protector on your phone and a case, but what protects your driver's license?
Welcome to Pure.
The brand new Road Angel Pure Sync that's literally just been released.
Warning, fixed safety camera.
This little device helps you stay aware of speed limits, mobile speed cameras, average speed zones, red light cameras, you name it. If you're a driver in the UK, this is your unseen co-pilot. And here's the best part, it's Black Friday, so it's usually $199.99, but with Road Angel's huge offer just for GCM viewers, you can get 50% off today. Get yours at the link below, it's a no-brainer. Stay safe, stay aware, and also on the right side of the law.
All right, take care, drive safe, but legally.
What's it done?
No tax, no insurance, no MOT, no licence
Okay.
for the house.
Full house.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'll try and get my tow report done, won't I?
Yeah. Okay, so this one is no MOT, no insurance, and no license either. So completely illegal. So this one has been seized. It's not going to stick on, but so yeah, I'm sure if we go around the car, we'll find several things wrong with it as well. So, you know, it's the safety of the car, it's the person that's driving the car, and this is what we're saying, is there are people that will deliberately not get insurance, and it's not until we stop the car sometimes that we find all the other things that could be wrong with it. So in this case, no MOT, no license either. So nobody wants people driving around with no license. Nobody wants cars on the road that have got no MOT and are unsafe. And if that car crashes into you, then you've got problems with the insurance as well. So this is why we do opt drive insured. It's got reasonably new tyres on it. He spent money on tyres, but still got no MOT, no licence or no insurance. We'll have to have a look back through the recent MOT history and see whether it failed the last MOT or whether it just hasn't had one. And we'll go and have a look. Several failures. So this one last failed its MOT on the 9th of October this year, and it had 12 majors on it. And so this is the kind of vehicle that really we want to get off the road, because it's highly unlikely that any of those have been done. So you've got 12 majors and 4 advisories. So yeah, we don't really want this car on the road, and now it's been seized. Oh, it's very wet. Right.
Defective vehicles are involved in over 150 killed or seriously injured collisions every year in the UK. And tyres alone account for thousands of breakdowns and avoidable accidents. When someone drives a car that isn't roadworthy, they're not just gambling with their own life, they're gambling with yours, your family's, and everyone else using the road. That's why operations like this exist, to stop vehicles that simply shouldn't be out here in the first place. Owen spots a Civic Type R, dark tints, familiar face. He's stopped this driver before. Window tints seem small, but the laws are stricter than most people realise, and they're often the first clue that something bigger isn't
It
right.
was on there when I bought the car.
Right.
So
Yeah, they're not going to come out at 70. I would I'll tell you that now. Can I just open the door, buddy? Is that all right?
Do my window up.
Yeah, a little bit for me, yeah.
On the end.
All right, do you want to have a look at this? Because there's good news and there's bad news.
Yep.
Okay, so it's showing 31, 32. All right, so the bad news is that it's not 70
Yep.
and it's way under 70, so it does need to come off.
Right.
The good news is that it's over 30, because if it was under 30,
You would have got a ticket.
well, you can get a ticket for that, okay? But under 30 is a prohibition, which means we put a prohibition on your car and you can't use it until
Okay.
it's all been done, okay? Because that's deemed as dangerous condition.
Whip that up for you now.
We do need to get it off because I can't let you
Yeah.
drive away with it on. It'll be fairly easy. What you want to do is pick it all the way along, get it all off in one sheet. I'm not allowed to do it for you, unfortunately. Now, if you can get it right
I know.
there,
What's the minimum I can have it tinted? Because I do want it tinted a little bit.
that'll probably be to the max. I'll do it for you.
You know the new cars these days, are they factory tinted? Are they? 'Cause
It'll be exactly the same. It's still got a let through 70. Of that.
my mate's got a 74 plate Kia, I think it is, and he's got original blacked out windows. And it comes
76. So there's nothing that you're going to be able to put on that because it's got a let through 70.
Yep.
So
What's the dream?
if I was being really mean, mate, I'd be looking at that as well. But
yeah.
so we've stopped the Civic and we've put the tint man onto the windows, as you could see, and it read 31 or 32. So the minimum light that it's got let through is 70. So those tints have had to come off, and gentleman's removed them here in the car park because we can't let it go. Once we've seen that offence, if we were to let it go and then he gets involved in a collision, then the coroner's going to come looking at us and say, well, you saw it, why did you let it go? So we can't just let it go once we've seen it, and now the tints have come off and he's good to go. But he's also got a lot of modifications on the vehicle that we don't think are declared to the insurance company. It's really, really important that you declare every modification to the insurance company, because if you don't, it's likely that you're not going to get the payout on the car that you think you might if you're involved in a collision. And it could be that you're seriously injured in that collision, and if the insurance don't pay you out for things like adaptations to your house or care or anything like that, then it's going to cause you a whole world of problems. So when you're buying your insurance premium, you are buying that product from the insurance company, and if the worst were to happen, you are covered. So it may cost you a little bit more, it may not. It may cost you less. It just depends on the insurance company you go for, but please make sure that you always insure your mods. Just to let you know, this records everything that we do, all right? The reason I've stopped you is for your windows. They're a little bit too tinted, sir.
That's right, yeah.
So as we were coming out, we had another one drive past us, so we've tested those windows as well. They're also under, and we've dealt with that one. So yeah, that's 2 window tints in about 2 minutes.
So far, Uninsured has been really interesting, but there's a van right behind us, Owen. So please tell the people watching what's happened to this van.
So this is the van that you saw us bring in earlier, and we brought it in because it was overweight, considerably overweight. But when DVSA have looked at it, they've found an illegal tyre, they've found a ball joint that is broken, and also the rear axle is loose as well. So this vehicle's not going anywhere. It was being used for deliveries, it's not now, it's got that prohibition on it. So George has just been talking to DVSA about happy springs and sad springs. Now George, explain what you've learned.
I have. So of course my forte is with cars as a whole, but not so much with vans. And they've been discussing to me about a phrase they use called happy and sad springs. And if you think of the wheel like this, we're going to have an animation pop up on screen. You tend to have a happy spring, so a fixed point that sits either side of the wheel. And when the weight of the van is too much, it pushes that happy, pushes the wheel up, and as a result, the happy spring turns into a sad spring. And usually that's when the van is too overweight. I have personal experience with this, having done milk deliveries many, many years ago. They would overload the van, and as a result, I deemed it being unsafe. But it just goes to show, sometimes people don't even know that the van is exceeding the weight limit, and that's exactly why they get brought here to the Waybridge. We're learning things, that's ultimately what matters. But it is very unsafe, isn't it, when you have an older van and it's overweight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the weight limits are there for a reason, and it's DVSA now, not VOSA, changed a little while ago. But yeah, it's just if you are carrying stuff on a commercial vehicle, and we see it a lot on things like scaffolding trucks, because you can see quite clearly underneath. You can see those springs, and you can see whether they're happy or whether they're sad, and it just gives us some indication as to whether that vehicle's potentially overweight.
Now, something that we've come across today that is definitely very interesting, and I thought you guys might want to know, is we found someone doing deliveries with no MOT. Now, the reason that's a problem is that he said, don't worry, officer, I've actually got my MOT booked. Now, on that point, when you have an MOT booked, it's within a reasonable distance. So what you can't do is buy a car, for example, with no MOT in Scotland and drive it all the way down to the southwest. What you could do, however, is have your MOT from, say, one area in Exeter to maybe the other side of Exeter. So within a reasonable distance, you can actually go within that loophole and drive with no MOT as long as it's going to the MOT garage that you've got your MOT booked at. Thought you guys might want to know that one. You've been watching me today join Owen and his team with the Devon and Cornwall Police do Op Drive Insured, and their team has been catching uninsured drivers on our roads. Now, Owen, on that note, how did it go?
So as you've seen in the video today, we've shown you a snapshot of some of the things that we deal with. And Op Drive Insured goes on for all of this week, but every day of the year we're out there looking for uninsured drivers. And like we said right at the start of the video, it ranges from people that have made a mistake or there's been an administration error, all the way through to those that deliberately don't buy insurance for their vehicle.
Now, of course, there are mistakes that you can make carelessly, not deliberately, that obviously you want to avoid. Now, there's a video popping up at the top of the screen that was a video that we did with the Motor Insurance Bureau that's going to help you avoid those costly mistakes. And also, there's a few more in the outro, so if you wait till the end of the video, hopefully you can learn something from those. Now, Owen, what do we usually do at the end of our video?
We get people to like, comment and subscribe.
So if you guys can click a like on this video, that would be amazing. Consider pressing the red button below, which is the subscribe button. It's completely free and it allows you guys to be notified of the next time we upload some videos. But Owen, on that note, should we do the outro as we always do? 3, 2, 1.